All right, today I'm going to take you through all the steps that you need to know to be able to winterize your chiller. Now, the first question you might ask is why? Why would I need to winterize my chiller? Now, when we designed the ice barrel chiller, we designed it to keep the water cold and to be ready when you are. Now, for many of you, you live in parts of the country that when it's cold out, it gets really cold, like below zero freezing cold for many, many months. And the chiller is not designed to operate in those conditions. For you, we've designed some safety features into the chiller, some notifications that will let you know when the water temperature drops below what we considered our operating standards. It's going to send you a notification letting you know that, hey, the water temperature is low, you should look at the forecast coming up, and if you see some really extended periods of really cold weather coming up, it's probably time to winterize. So today, I'm going to walk you through every step that you need to know to be able to get it ready to pack it away for a few months as you go into the tundra of your life. Let's begin by powering down our chiller. Just hold that soft button for 3 seconds. So to begin this process, we're going to need a couple things. We're going to need a wrench for our filter, probably a towel to catch a little bit of water, and we're also going to need a shop vac. Now, why do we need a shop vac? Water can become trapped inside the systems in the chiller, and if we leave the water in there, and let's say we store the chiller in a garage or somewhere that, you know, the temperature still might get pretty cold, there's chances that that water can expand and cause some damage in the chiller. So we want to get all the water out of that. We're going to start by shutting our valves right here. Go ahead and get those shut. We're not going to leak any water out of here. And then the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and open up our water bowl. Slide that up. Open this up, a couple turns. Put a little rag under here, catch any water that might fall. And you're gonna wanna remove all the water in this bowl. You don't wanna leave your filter in here for several months. That could get pretty nasty. And then always make sure you don't lose your O-ring. Dry this up good. And you can just put this back on by hand. Okay, next we're gonna grab our shop vac. So you wanna make sure that your shop vac is set up for water. Usually means just removing the paper filter. You wanna make sure there's no attachments on it and you have a nice flat surface right there. First, we're gonna start by removing this hose. And as soon as we pull that hose off, we're gonna go ahead and slide this right over the port on the chiller, and that will start removing all the water. As that water starts coming out of that top port, doesn't matter, just anytime you can remove this, and then it will vacuum out the rest of the system. I would say leave the vacuum on for like 2 to 3 minutes. Once you're done vacuuming, there won't be any more water coming out of the system. If you feel a little uncomfortable and you're a little nervous that you're gonna spill water, you can put a rag down or a small tray, but the shop vac actually does a pretty good job. All right, now that we've vacuumed out the system, there's no more water inside. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect our hoses over here, drain all the water out of them, get them ready to be packed away. We're gonna unplug our power cord, go ahead and restrap it in right here so it's out of the way, and then we can take our hoses and our chiller and put them somewhere safe, like our garage or a basement, and that way they're not sitting out in the elements when it's below freezing. Then when the temperatures start to go above freezing and you start noticing that your barrel's having a hard time holding the temperature that you'd like, it's time to bring the chiller back out, hook it all up, put a new water filter in it, and you're off to the races again.